Just imagine what you want and where you want to be, and your imagined world will become your reality. You are the master of your destiny. You are the creator that makes your dreams and desire come true. Your heart and mind must agree with what you want, and anything is possible. This is your moment. Take a moment and pay attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts become reality. Just imagine what you want and where you want to be, and your imagined world will become your reality. You are the master of your destiny. You are the creator that makes your dreams and desire come true. Your heart and mind must agree with what you want, and anything is possible. This is your moment. Take a moment and pay attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts become reality. How many of you have ever taken a road trip? You packed all your bags. You packed the car, your children, and everything that you are going to need for at least a 2-week road trip. How many of you have ever traveled to a distant place and stayed in a bed and breakfast where you shared your space with other people? Well, I have experienced both, and they were some of the best experiences that I have ever had. When we went on our road trip, 5 children, and myself, we packed our bags. Each of us had 2 bags, a regular suitcase and carry bag. My youngest was only 2 months old. We went on our road trip and we found a great hotel, and luckily, the hotel had 2 beds. My youngest was only 2 months old, so he was in the car seat and did not need to sleep in a bed, so he slept in the seat. We were really excited and we really enjoyed the different scenery and the feeling of just being away from home. After staying in the hotel, we stayed in a bed and breakfast type of home, and shared the space with others. The children stayed in the basement, and I was able to stay with my youngest in one of the rooms. We were there for a couple weeks. This stay was one of the best experiences that I think that I could have had, when I look back. I am not the traveling kind of person, but I did learn some things about myself and my children that I probably would have never learned if we did not take this trip. This trip, the best experiences of my life, was not just any old trip, but this was, at that time, my current reality. At one time we owned 2 homes and a store, and due to unforeseen things that were out of our control, we lost it all. We had to sell both homes and the store. We ended up sleeping and living in a hotel for 2 weeks, 5 children, and myself, and my youngest was 2 months old. We never missed a day of work, never missed a day of school. We were in a whole separate city than where we were before, and we made it work. I still had the car, each of us had our suitcases and bags, and we made it work. Then after 2 weeks of staying in hotel, after running out of money, I was graciously invited to stay with my father and his wife, where we stayed there for 2 weeks. This was a learning experience, starting over. It is not only humbling, but it is revealing as to what we were really made of. And I found this out about myself, that I was made from some pretty tough stuff. In spite of this reality, we felt joy and excitement. I studied all my life on how to control my thinking and my thoughts, and I was able to rebound into a brand new home in only 18 months. If you are listening to this today, I will tell you that you too are made from some pretty tough stuff. You can be on path of your dreams. I want you to close your eyes right now, and sit back and imagine how it feels if you are taking a road trip to your favorite destination. Just close your eyes and imagine you are going to your favorite place, whether to the beach or whether to another country, and you are there, and you find the most beautiful hotel. You and your family, you all have your suitcases nicely packed, and you get into the hotel and you are just so excited. You are so excited because you are going to enjoy the experiences of this place, where you want to be. Just imagine that feeling that you have right now, that feeling of excitement and joy, that feeling that you are feeling right now, of your excitement and your joy. Just feel. That is the secret. No matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your current reality is, as long as you can find that feeling of joy and that feeling of excitement, everything is going to be all right. That is what you need to practice. This must be your attitude every day. How many of you like dessert, a really good dessert? How many of you have experienced homemade desserts? Okay, now I want you to really imagine that dessert. I want you to close your eyes and imagine it going onto the plate. Imagine looking at it, and picking up the spoon and stirring it, feeling it, or taking it apart, and how good you feel at this moment. Take a bite, feel the joy of this moment. That is the secret. Your feelings, your emotions, your imagination is what is going to be your future. You are the master of your destiny. You imagine, you create, you experience through your thoughts, and this is the most powerful thing that we're going to tell you right now, that you are all listening to learn how to become the master of your destiny. So right now you are on your first step, and this is how. How many of you know that your brain cannot differentiate your daydreams or dreams from reality? Let me say it again, your brain cannot differentiate your dreams or daydreams from your current reality. And what that means is that as you experience a dream or a daydream or an imagination, that your body physically goes through the same emotions as if you were experiencing it at this very moment. That is the secret. You must, at this moment forward, control your thinking and your imagination, which in turn will control your destiny. How many of you really want to change your life? I want you to close your eyes and imagine what you really want and how you really feel as if your life was as you dreamed. Whether you're just sitting in a chair watching TV, or whether you're cooking in your amazing kitchen, or whether you're lying in bed watching TV, or whether you're working in your garden, or whether you're looking outside of your city window, or whether you're cutting your grass, or raking your yard, imagine what it feels like right now to be in that dream life. You need to imagine and believe that you have already achieved your dream in your imagination. You already have set up your destination by saying and imagining that this is what you want right now. You must focus on that result and feel the feeling as though you are already experiencing it this moment. Remember, your mind cannot differentiate your experiences whether they are imagined or real, and the same is true, that if you are imagining terrible things happening, that those things will happen. Your mind cannot differentiate, so therefore you must control your thinking. Do not worry about how it is going to happen, do not worry about when it is going to happen, but concentrate as though it has already happened. Now feel the feeling of what you will be doing as your dream is reality. This information is my gift to you because giving is a major part of life and we need to give right now. This is the perfect opportunity because we all have talents and gifts that we could be giving to help others make their life better, and the more we give, the more we receive. I want you to write down in a notebook the following: I am a talented and gifted person. I will now share my talents and gifts with others. Under that sentence I want you to write down all of your talents that you have, whether it be consulting others, consoling others, whether it be teaching, whether sewing clothes or cooking, all of your talents that you have forgotten about, the things that you really like to do, the things that you know you're good at, gardening, carpentry, whatever your talents are, whatever you have mastered in your life, out of either necessity or out of interest or out of just the love of something from the time that you were young. Write it all down. Now underneath of those talents, I want you to write out 3 ways that those talents can help others. Lastly, I want you to write down 100 things that you desire to have or to experience, as though you have already achieved them. And once you write down these 100 things, I want you to keep it in a safe place and review it, and look at it, visualize and cut out pictures. You will see the miracles happen in your life. Thank you and stay tuned for more.